All right, first thing I want to point out, all the chord stuff, like arpeggiate and all the chord progressions. The first one you did, the first video you did, where going through this progression here. This is the only one you did the repeat on. That's the only one you played with the repeat, at least in the videos. Every single other one, there was no repetition done. Need to do the repeats. Now that's a lot of videos that you did, and I appreciate that. You did go above and beyond what I asked people to do for those things. So, if you were practicing with the repeats, we're good. If you were not practicing with the repeats, oops. So, for the chord progressions, yes, we want to keep those repeats in there. That's very important. Absolutely. Keep the repeats in for those kinds of chord progressions, okay? Definitely keep doing that. Still, one and done. Once you got it, you got it. But yeah, keep the repeats in on those things. For example, we're going to have this progression this week. So yes, play through that twice and then go to the ending. Play through this twice and then go to the ending. Keep those repeats in there. So when you demonstrate this stuff here, keep the repeats in. Okay? Mandatory. It's great practice. Okay, so for number 1 from last time, it was almost where it needs to be. What was incorrect is how you were transitioning chords here. So, what you were doing basically went... Yeah, something like that. You went 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4. So the way you performed it, you played it like this. And that is not what we want. We are not sliding into the chord on beat 1 and then strumming. So think about it like this. When you go from this chord to this chord, you wait into the new beat and then hit that chord change, right? You're not going like that. You're going boom, boom. So that's what needs to happen here. So you were doing it for this section and this section. You're going 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4. And then on the other part, you were going 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4. What it needs to be is 1, 2, 3, and 2. So I switched chords during the upstroke, because that's when the chord is supposed to change. 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4. And then the other part, 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4. So we got to fix that. And that's what we're focusing on this week. So we're going to change chords during the upbeat of 3 for all number 1 here. So we got 1, 2, and. So on that upstroke, that's when we go into the chord change. You gotta wait for the upstroke. Don't change chords in order to be ready for the chord. Change chords when it's time to play the chord. You gotta wait for the upbeat of 3 before you change the chord. 1, 2, 3, and... That was wrong. 1, 2, and 3. Now there will be some additional chord changes happening in here, but we're still doing chord changes on the upbeat of 3. So just gotta Gotta fix when you're moving chords on that upbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 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 4. Done. 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 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 4. Done. 180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 4. And 4. And 4. And 240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That was wrong. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's what I was supposed to do. All right, take 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So number 2, we are focusing on basically what bars 3 and 4 were for number 1 from last time, and I guess and also bars 7 and 8. So basically this rhythm combination here. So again, you got to wait for that upbeat, in this case the upbeat of 1, before you change the chord. So you got to wait for the upbeat of 1, wait for that upstroke to happen before we change the chords in bars 2, 4, 6, and 8. So here we go. 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4, and 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 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4, and 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 done. 180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so number 2 from last time, that went pretty well. Some of the faster speeds, it seemed like the timing was a bit off, but that's the last 240 that you put on the end of the video, that was a good one. The one right before that, that wasn't quite on, but the very last one, that was actually good. So it did seem like you understood that one. Alright, yeah, goal with this is just play through it the same way you did the others, except make sure you do the repeat. So you can use the metronome, it's totally fine. So with this, I'm going about it a couple different ways here. So I went between some of the different shapes, try and minimize movement, and just show examples of how we can play these things. So for the next one, starting on the A string, got a few things here. So I start with this voicing of the 1 5 1 3, and then I go to that voicing where it's just all stacked up in order. 1 3 5 1. Keep that voicing, keep that voicing, and then back to that one. And then we use this voicing to start off. Lots of open string stuff though. That's another way of looking at it. And then I take that and move it up a full octave, so this way you can see what it would be like without the open strings. And then the final one is very similar to the first. Really, the only difference is the first chord. Oops! Good thing I didn't send this off yet, because that's in the wrong place. And yes, we're going to do it like that. Okay. There we go. Okay. So yeah, the only difference between the first progression is instead of doing that chord, we're doing the C down there. We're doing it up here. And, you know, I don't like doing this voicing up here. That's uncomfortable. Like you mentioned with the, like that. Yeah, I don't like that either. But, knowing that shape, that can be helpful. Because that is part of a sweep picking shape right there. And you can use that to form all kinds of riffs and whatnot. Anyway, so yeah, so the only difference is just that. Just going with the same voicings there as the first variation. So there we go. Alright, any questions come up, let me know, and I'll see you again in your new videos.